and just show you this situation. Let me fix this a little bit too, so it looks a little nicer. Anti-Ice Riders absolutely get pummeled. Check this out. Wow. Look at wow.
Back up. Just go to the other side of the line.
Look how they're taking away. Oh my gosh.
Back up. Y'all don't gotta do that shit.
Nazi scum! 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 Nazi scum!
Well. Wow. So we definitely gotta find a Jersey feed later. That channel that I saw streaming from there the other day, they're doing something in DC at 12. Oh, it's already 12 o'clock.
A drop of sanity in a sea of madness.
Check this channel. Oh, sorry, at 1 o'clock they're gonna go live. Okay, so I definitely want to check that out. We got on the camera right now. We got Philly, Ohio, Atlanta, North Carolina, Houston, Texas. This feed here is currently Philadelphia, but this feed is constantly changing.
Is to make it real once more.
We also have Miami here. Let's take a look again at Miami. A lot of people out there in Miami. Is this an anti-protester? Protesters?
Morning. This guy has a flag upside down, and then he's saying, "Woo!"
Oh, what's up down? Shut down. Never mind.
Hi. Hello. Where y'all from?
We're here from Orlando.
Orlando. Oh, hell yeah.
Every twinkling recollection is
y'all
another
got,
implement
y'all got
at our
dollar by any
disposal.
chance or spare change?
$1?
I'm just trying to get me you got no cash? It really helped me out. Oh, I got water. Thank you.
Why is he asking for $1?
$1.
Hey.
Look out at LA.
New instruments will help us diagnose the world's affliction and overcome it.
Authorians.
Dude.
Okay.
Oh my God, he's got to be trolling these people.
Silence equals complicity.
Violence. Silence equals violence. Remember that?
Complicity. So is that a for Trump sign? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what that word means.
Okay,
Can you teach me?
Well, did you see the news that was happening in LA?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not enough to just look. People have to see and really understand what's going on when our senators are being pushed to the floor and handcuffed.
Oh my gosh.
You know, when they just say, oh, well,
He's got it. I hope he's trolling her.
just a minor detail.
See, I made this.
Is the heart
and-
that warms the
Yeah,
mind.
well, I can't really
Oh.
write and shit.
But that says it. No
Yeah,
key.
I know, no
Oh.
So complicity means
I don't know.
to
Complicity?
support something and go along
Ancient
with it.
bridges,
What's the
crumbling
meaning
old
of fortune?
walls. You knew the history of each,
complicity.
and I delighted in
What's the
your
meaning of origin?
stories.
Then it means that you just go along with something. So you
Study
might
the
just let it
winding
green.
roads and
Okay,
roots of our
so
kingdom.
being silent is
Find
great.
any advantage.
And it's a very common phrase for people who've studied what happened in World War II, what happened, when people stood by, people
Hail
were silent
the vessel
and
of
watched
your
their neighbors
deliverance.
drive away. Like we are seeing now, if you are silent, you're helping them.
A little company for the long
So
ride
we need to-
ahead.
Complicity.
Okay, so let me try to reread this. Look at LA and see, resist, off,
This is a good
Victorians,
one. Put those there. Resist authoritarians,
resist
which
authoritarians.
is a dictator. Which is
Oh yeah, fuck the dictators. Yeah.
Silence is complicity.
Join us. Join us.
We need more bodies out here, but we do. This is so much bigger than the last one.
Really? What happened last time?
Well, it was this but smaller. Yeah.
Do we march by any chance?
Well, I got here a little late. The last time I got here, I called them marching, but just didn't loop around. I assume they already did it. They actually started at 11 last time.
Oh yeah, gotcha. I got here at 11:10 or something.
Yeah, so we may have missed it.
These wheels are invested with noble purpose.
Okay, well thank you.
Every rotation, blessed
I'm a high school
rest for the
dropout,
warriors
so
of our cause.
Well, there's more ways to do the right thing, right? Education isn't everything.
no, it's not.
I mean, formal. I should say formal education.
I'm kind of an artist more.
But you know what? I should rephrase what I just said.
Okay.
Education is
The more they have to hold on to, the harder they will fight.
Ooh. Okay, so some big news, guys. Thank you,
To
Tipsy, for
recall a
tagging me.
thing
So the whole
is to
lawmaker
make it real
situation,
once
because everybody's
more.
been tagging me about that this morning, the two lawmakers that were shot, emails, tags. Brian Enton posted, he said that when law enforcement searched the vehicle in Minnesota, they found a manifesto with the names of many lawmakers and other officials. Wow. Wow. So, and keep in mind, for those that don't know about the story, this person's still on the loose. They have
Look
not
to
caught
those
the
who
person
have
that
known
shot these
fear
two
and
lawmakers
failure
early in the
in
early
ample
morning hours.
portion.
You know,
Bounty
and that's what I
hunter.
said. Like, I think some people, I think something's probably going to go down today. I mean, we saw the whole ICE detention center. We saw, I don't know if you guys saw, I talked about it the other day, the NYPD police cars that were set on fire. Did you see that? The NYPD police cars. Look at this. Did you see that the other day? All right. And now there's this person that killed these lawmakers
A
that
little
voted
more light, a little
somewhat
more
like in
strength.
a Republican favor, even though they're Democrats. This person that shot and killed, at least one person has died. I don't know about the other person. They're in critical condition. Was dressed as a cop. Dressed as a cop. And this person has a list of people, a manifesto. So, is this for King's Day? The timing. That's what I'm saying. The timing of this all is this person doing this, on King's Day intentionally. Okay, in case you missed it, these cop cars, I think it was
A welcome advancement
I think it said
in the
8 or
science
something.
of survival.
set on fire inside of the New York Police Department parking lot. Inside. How do you do that? I guess they don't really watch it. How do you set all these cars on
Sanctuary.
fire?
As fleeting as a dying star.
Crazy shit this morning.
Look at that. Wow. That's crazy, man. That it happened like that. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat real quick. Thank you guys for the super chats. Terrell, thank you for the 20. First they came for the immigrants. I said nothing because I was an immigrant. Then they came for the lawyers. I'm not a lawyer. Then they came for the judges and lawmakers. I did nothing. Then they came for me. And Abraham says, thank you for the 5, by the way. If you're a Trump supporter, this is your chance to turn up, but you won't because you're a coward. Down with Trump. No king, especially no fascists. The problem is, I think the way you guys handle things, I mean, not everybody.
Commonalities between the mythos
See these
of
burnt
ancient
cars?
cultures was not a new area of study for either of us. But it was there that we first noticed the pattern.
I gotta mute that. What is that?
The crossroads, a beacon
What in
for
the
the
heck is
broken
that?
and the battered.
Oh my gosh. It cut off. Oh, maybe it's this feed right here. What the hell was that? No, it's not that feed. The Texas feed is not that. That was weird. It went away though. But yeah, no, the way some of you guys handle this stuff, if you disagree, well, you go and shoot and kill people, stab people, murder people, burn the city down, call their jobs, get them fired, doxing.
This
you know,
vagrant
like,
is more
you guys take it to,
dangerous
like, a
than
whole
he
nother
seems.
What the hell is that?
Indiscriminate science stains the surgeon's hands.
Oh, I found it. I found it. Woof. Okay. Save myself. I had to stop that. Let's see here. Flames in a crowd gather. Well, Steve said we're not going to bow down, got to have some retaliation. Well, I think there's a group of people too that just feel like these protests do nothing. We're just walking in circles. I think that's why people escalate to violence, you know, and just historically that's what's happened. People become violent at some point to make change, you know. I think that's why some people do it.
It speaks to the increasingly tense times that we live in, especially with the riots in LA, and you wonder if, you know, what relation this may have to that. So I'm certainly concerned, and I hope that we can avoid violent chaos.
What?
Yeah, I don't agree with January 6th. I thought that was.
Have you seen anything?
I don't think that was
Anything else crime related? That
good.
It feels like crime has increased, at least in the last year or two. I don't know if that's borne out by stats. I mean, last year, not too far from here, I was mugged for the first time in my life.
Dang.
So I'm
Mugged.
definitely a lot more attuned and aware of these things now than I was in the past. But, you know, I've lived here for 10 years in some form or fashion, and I don't plan to leave anytime soon.
Pride.
I still really love it. So I
More
hope that,
devastating than the horrors of 100 campaigns.
I knew that this lot, I have definitely walked past this lot, and because I literally lived down the street there. And I've always thought it's not, I mean, there's always like a ton of cop cars parked there, but I never really thought much about it beyond
That's true, Thomas. That's very true.
No, I never would have imagined. I mean, you'd have to be a pretty bold and pretty dumb person to go to where there's a ton of cop cars and try to set one on fire. Like, that seems like a recipe for disaster, but somebody got away with it, I guess.
Avarice slips unseen.
Yeah, the
into
January 6th thing
catacombs
they're gonna
of the
hold on to
mind.
forever, you know. They've been doing crazy stuff like this, but they will hold on to that. I don't agree. Like I said, I don't agree with it. 'Cause, you know, now they're gonna use that
Onward
forever.
once
They're
again.
gonna hold that. You know,
Though all the
anything that ever
world's
happens, we're gonna
horrors
say,
bar
well,
the way.
January 6th. You know. Let's take a look.
You can feel
Philly
it.
right now.
A change in the air.
No King's Day. Let me see what other feeds we got. I see Layla sending me some stuff on TikTok.
Giving way.
Oh, no way. No way. I can't. So we're still getting updates with this Minnesota thing. Stay sent this. Check it out. So the supposedly, because we just heard supposedly the shooter had a manifesto. Now they're saying that this guy had no King's Day flyers. I don't know, man. That's crazy. The man who killed Representative Melissa Horton this morning had no King's flyers in his car. More Democrat terrorism. All no
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
That's crazy. Is this true? Wow, I told you, man. I told you the sun's gonna go now. The timing of the killing of those lawmakers on King's Day is kind of like, I don't know. And supposedly this guy had a manifesto against the other people. I don't know. We'll have to see as the day goes on.
Are disillusioned with where we are today compared to where, what our history of what we think of ourselves as Americans. When people say, let's make America great again, I say, well, I don't want to be the 50s, okay? I want to be where everybody has rights, and it's not just the privileged few. I want where there are cures for things that there never were cures before. I want a place where, that we are trying to help people and our neighbors and our allies.
So they're saying it's confirmed that, yeah, the person who killed Representative Melissa Horton did have no King's flyers in his car. That part has been confirmed by multiple news outlets. Wow. There you have it. Wow. Damn, bro, that's wild. There you go, man.
But some of the Republicans are good people. Why are they okay with this? That's what I don't understand.
We definitely need to get the money out of campaign because that is what is keeping a lot of these people silent. They're afraid that some billionaire is going to drop, $200 million to support their opponent, and they're going to bury all the optics, and nobody's going to be able to hear anything from them. So they stay silent. They're being, intimidated, by these people, and it needs to stop. And I support what Bernie Sanders is saying about that. I'm a lifelong Republican. I am not. The Republican Party is not the Republican Party I grew up with. It's definitely not the party of Lincoln, which it claims to be. And I wanted to get back to that because that would make America great again.
Thank you both. Sure. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We are now taking a live look in Washington, D.C. at the National Mall where things are going to be getting underway there in just a few hours. Big military parade. They have barricades, road closures, even military tanks in place in D.C. for the Army's 250th anniversary celebration happening a little later today. That parade beginning around 6:30 tonight, though all eyes also on the weather. You see from this Earth Cam shot some clouds off into the distance. Those final preparations underway.
Peter wanted to send a message. No King's Day. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Thank you again so much, JLo. I really appreciate that. It was really kind of you. What do you think about nature? Self-study said, what do you think about? Thank you for the 20. What do you think about the whole situation? I mean, protesting, of course, everybody has the right to protest. I don't agree with, with the violence when it's happened. We covered the violence. They try to say it wasn't happening. I mean, it's all on my